I am not an unsafe driver.
Look, look. The reviews don't.
So many people are going to be like, yes, she is.
If you. I swear I heard him call Stacey a bitch.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Oh. I've never been that like, look, okay, I'm getting a little bit more confident with boxing. Like, I've been doing some boxing lately, sparring, like not pad boxing, actually getting hit in the head and hitting in the head. But like, no, this dude, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You know what? It's crazy that you just don't realize, and then when you have to get protective, you're just like, the devil comes out.
I'm a big man.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm actually like you know what? Like when he was crying, I was thinking like, I'm usually the one that cries. I always cry. People fight with me and I fucking cry straight away. I can't handle it. But like this time I was like, nah, bro, I'm fucking on. Like, let's go.
On that note, let's introduce. Normally, guys, we have our guest come in after we've introduced them, but Maxine, we love her, so she's already here. So anyway, our next guest, she's fresh on the music scene. She records with Chunkyluv often. / all the time. She's released her latest single, Need to Be Me, in the USA. She was in Nelson Mandela musicals, traveled around. We're pulling all of it.
Intro.
And she has the world record for the loudest whisper out there.
Do I?
You do.
Who made that up?
No one.
Is that
that's facts, bro.
It's a whisper, ain't a whisper.
You heard it first on the #1 podcast in Australia. It is a fact. Fact. Also, guys, if you're new, subscribe. We've gotten that in every single episode.
Yeah, 100%.
Make sure, like and subscribe. Thank you for your love. Maxine.
What's up, y'all?
Good to have you on, Boo.
Such a quiet whisper.
That's such a quiet whisper. I actually can't help it. Like, this is just a part of me. You know what I mean? I'm going to put this on.
Embrace it, man.
Yeah.
Well, can you? Okay. We've spoken about ASMR on the last 2 podcasts.
I could so
give it a crack. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of tingles. That actually made me go a little bit like, oh!
That's a bit of a loud whisper. Like
I know, but
I mean, if we're talking about whispers, that's
the first time I've actually heard it and going, you know what?
That's a loud
whisper. I can see why people are into it. Yeah. But again, to my point, she's not 13 or 16. That's where it gets weird for me.
Yeah, right.
That's a whole other kettle of fish. Anyway, what's
boy.
good, man?
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
So, how
you living?
Oh man, you know, we're living.
Yeah,
we're living. So like, you know, it's been a big year so far.
Yes, it has. Bloody oath.
So tell us, so you dropped a single?
Yes. Okay. So I put out a single. Do you know what happened actually? I went to LA for a holiday in November.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was with my really good friend, Joanne Hudger. And we just like started jamming one day and she was like, let's write a song. So we wrote a song and then we recorded a demo. And then 2 days later, we recorded the final. And then like 1 week later, she was like, it's getting mixed and mastered. And I'm going to release it in January under the label. And I was like, wow, we're moving quick in 2020. And that was it. Now the song's out. And
how's it going so far?
Guys, okay, I love that you asked me that.
That's what we do.
We didn't really push it. I didn't push it as much as I could. It kind of happened so quickly that like I didn't really have time to prepare. But my song is at 23,000 streams. No playlist.
That's what's
no
up.
plugs.
Yeah,
baby.
Give that applause. That's what's up.
Bro, like 23,000. I just shot a video for it a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago with Sonda Films.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be coming out next week.
Oh, shit.
So,
shit.
I know. We're moving quick. And I got like heaps of new music that's like so great too.
I'm very excited about this new music.
Are you still pushing it?
The song?
Yeah. So this was a conversation we had with Soiree just earlier, the other day. And so why don't you keep, this is just me from the outside, why don't you keep trying to push it?
I'm not going to stop pushing it, bro. It's doing, you know what, it's doing so well that like people love it. Like, I don't know why I would not. I actually was like, okay, I want to put like stuff into the new music, but then everyone was like, this song is doing so well still.
Yeah. Got a bit closer to the mic.
Let's just keep pushing it. You know what I mean?
Listen to that voice.
So yeah, hello, here I am, y'all. So I'm gonna keep pushing it, and I'm gonna push it until everyone's like, I'm really over that song, which I'm never gonna be over because it's mine. It belongs to me.
So, LA. I guess everyone in Australia is always like, oh my God, LA.
Yeah.
I know you're like that, but what is it like over there in the mystical La La Land versus compared to here?
That's a tough one. I think for me, LA, like all of my friends in LA.
It's my wife, guys.
All of my friends in LA are working in the music industry and like doing music things or doing creative things. I just find that I constantly run into songwriters, singers, producers, DJs. There's a network of people that are just constantly at it. And all of my friends are just like always in the studio every day, all day, or like 5 times a week, you know? So I find that being in LA, you just have to like be around.
Yeah.
You know, like even if you're not going and setting up stuff, you just need to be around, and then like it just takes that one thing to get you to the next level, I just think that everything is within arm's reach, and it will happen so much quicker just being around.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was the thing you said when you went to New York. So random story. I flew to New York to visit Stacey's family. Mm-hmm. And I look at his Instagram story.
And he's in New York.
You
guys saw each other in New York?
No.
Oh.
So she's in West Virginia, but I was just like weirded out. Oh, we lost the camerawoman. She's gone to the bathroom.
She deserves it.
She has been standing up for the last 4 hours.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What a woman! What a woman!
That's why I married her.
It was International Women's Day, guys.
Shout out.
Truth. But yeah, so turns out I go to the other side of the world. He's like 8-hour drive from me. I didn't see him, but
okay, that's pretty far. You're not like right.
Close. When he came back from LA, New York, that's what I said. That's when Jamie was like, man, he works hard here. And he was like, okay, that's put it in perspective about how hard everyone works over there.
Yeah, I just think the thing is, I think the thing is everybody's doing it, right? So like, it's not like here where like, I'm hands down say I think I work with the best producers in this country. So shout out to Chunkyluv.
Shout out Chunky.
Yeah. Some people that I work with in this country, like the best producers that are in Australia right now. But in LA, everybody's doing music, right? So they're just like, there's a standard that you have to be at because like the next person's just working on what they can do to be better than you and then be better than you. And then like, imagine constant competition. We don't have as much constant competition in this country.
I find that in any industry, there's always talkers, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people like, yeah, man, I'm doing this.
In LA?
Anywhere in the world. LA, there's a lot of talkers.
Shit talkers.
Oh, 100%. And you got to really scope it. But it happens a lot here too. Like, you know, I think again, because you don't see the hustle as much.
Yeah.
Like, whereas over there, it's really in your face and it makes you just go, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Like even just going to the club. I went to this club with my friend Anthony, who is a photographer, and there was this drummer there, like who's a really famous drummer. I can't remember what his name is. But we went to the club and he was just drumming like in the club with a DJ. Like he just got up and like did a set. It was cool. Bro, I was like, this kid's doing stuff that I've never even heard in my life. Like just like with these drum kits and throwing his drumsticks around. And I was like, bro, like the level is just like.
And that's a club.
And just in the club. Imagine what he's doing on the tracks. You know what I mean? Just like the way that his brain was thinking and he was just going. I have videos and they're crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy stuff.
Because that's what we need here. Like I'm very vocal with how Australia, Sydney in particular, it's like there is no vibe, you know, compared to.
It's coming.
It's coming back and that's what I'm excited to see what can happen. Coming. But it definitely comes down to us.
Yeah.
You know, not us, the three here, but like as an industry, we need to work together rather than apart. Because it's always like, I mean, I remember when I had to find people to open for my shows and everyone's like, oh, you know, man, I just want to do this and blah, blah, blah. And I get it. Like I was a no-name, but I was doing the marketing, doing all that sort of shit. And then I came across the ones that did open me and they were like, again, yeah, man, sick. And I'm like, fuck, that's what we need. Like if someone's like, all right, Matt, I'm prepared. And they did it. Like I paid them a commission on how many tickets they got into the door. So you're getting paid, you know, but then also the opportunity to be in front of people. And I think the more we do stuff like that, like we want to be put back on the map like what we were like in the 80s, the 90s, like, you know, In Excess would just they do 5 shows a night at pubs. You can't do that now. Like if you get 2 shows, people are like, wow. I mean, yeah, a lot of them are covers, but
wow,
that's how everyone says it.
That sounded like
wow.
Who I think? No, Kermit, but someone else.
Did you say Cam?
No, Kermit. Okay. And someone else.
Oh, Wilson.
Wow. Owen Wilson, thank you.
Wow. wow. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's what we need to be doing now.
Yeah.
And doing more single shows, again, where it's a collab between 3 artists.
Yeah, that's cool as that's so
you know,
dope.
like 3 artists where it's
You
like,
know what I
all
wanna
right,
see?
I'm the opening, I'm this, I'm that, let's work together, and then do another show somewhere else and just flip it.
Yeah.
Like, so that person's headlining and that person's that. But,
Yeah.
or, here's an idea actually, we could do a thing. Don't tell people the order of which the artists are playing. So that's where
it's not about, you know, it's not about people opening for other people either. Like that's what the culture that we have to start sort of looking at is like, like it's not about, oh, he's opening for him, and so it's it's like just make it
We're just doing a show.
double, triple head. Yeah, it's just a show. Like these are the people that are performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was a cool thing that 9 Inch Nails, Queens of the Stone Age, and someone else when they were touring together, because obviously people
I don't know any of those people.
they're kind of big.
Kind of large.
Yeah, kind of just a little bit like multi. You know Old Town Road.
This happens all the time.
You know Old Town Road. That beat's taken from a 9 Inch Nails movie.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a song.
Guitar sample.
Go off.
Yeah, so he actually, Trent Reznor, the owner of it, has owner of that original song from 9 Inch Nails, owns a chunk of the rights to that song.
Of course, that's how it works.
So anyway, they had a global tour, all 3 of them, 3 bands, and obviously if someone's buying tickets to the Queen of the Stone Age tour, people fuck around. They don't come until the last minute. So then the opening act's like, sick, what's the point?
Yeah.
So what they would do, they actually, and they told everyone, I think a day or 2 before, they roll dice or pull a thing out of the cards and decide on the order of which they go.
That's super cool.
Your headlining act, Queen of the Stone Ages, could have been the first show.
Just get there for the whole show.
And then you're like, well, fuck. And then you're already there, so you're like, I may as well stay. And then you're watching the opening acts, but then the other day might be the other way around.
Yeah.
That's a format I'd love to do here. You know, like where it's like a Russian roulette. Who's going to be first?
What about like, I feel like right now, being a woman in R&B in the music industry, there's so much competition and it's just so weird. And I really want to like, I'm putting this out there on this podcast. I really want to make music with all the other women that are in this industry.
It's facts.
Like I would love to have a song that's like female power and like, you know, have all of the other women that I dig and the music that I listen to.
Like that Moulin Rouge song? What was that? Voulez-vous coucher?
Oh yeah, I know.
Marmalade.
Like I want to work with like
that's
some of the girls that I love that I feel like there's so much competition and it's like weird energy, but I'm like, why do we have to have this energy? Like I ride for the women in this industry and I want them to be in my music, and like there's no, but women don't do that. If anybody steals my idea, I'm going to be mad. Mad.
Collabing's important.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a place for it.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Always.
I do find people get funny about collabing.
I'm not funny about it. If anybody wants to know, I'm not funny about it. So
Shout out, Maxine.
Yo.
Just collab right here.
yeah, like nah, that's cool, bro. Like Tiana Taylor and Kehlani did that song. And it was fire. I already loved it. So like, why can't we do
Straight
that
fire.
here? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it took a while before that happened, and I feel like it hasn't happened a while before that. So I'm just like, I want to do it. I've had a session with a female before. You were there,
I was there.
and it was cool. Like I want to have more of that.
Should do more.
And it's good for your business.
other
Like
female.
it's good for your business side of you guys as well. And I think that's what people can learn is when you collab, you've got this artist's followers. You got that Kendrick Lamar was made massive on a pop scale because of Taylor Swift when they did that collab. Like he was already big. I'm not taking that away.
He was already big.
No, he's big, but on a pop scale. Like, do you think Taylor Swift's followers knew who Kanye was?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Surely. Everybody
100%.
knows who Kanye is.
100%.
No, sorry,
Bro.
not Kanye. Kendrick Lamar. Who the fuck am I saying?
Also, yes.
Rewind all that.
I think also
Kendrick Lamar
yes.
is what I'm saying.
I
Sorry.
like- I like the beef.
By the time they did that,
He was already big,
Kendrick
right?
was
He was-
already way too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I'm
in
joking.
terms of like pop.
Did
pop
you
big.
know who Kendrick was before? I'm kidding.
I knew swimming pools. Don't hate me.
What about Good Kid, Mad City?
You knew something though.
Yeah, but it was I don't know. I didn't. It was funny because I'm Taylor Swift didn't make Kendrick big for me. It was like it kind of ended. I don't know how it ended up happening, but like I said, like that collab was worth so much to both of them. But that collab
Maybe for the younger crowd.
Yeah, for younger people,
But
maybe,
he
yeah.
did it, and it benefited both of them.
Yeah.
When people don't think that, they're like, you know,
But I don't even think that's gonna like work in Kendrick's favor because like it's not even his audience. Like they're not gonna love it. They're just gonna listen to it and be like, oh, that's who he is.
it makes him some.
You know, like I don't feel like maybe, but I don't feel like the younger.
even if 4% of.
I don't feel like
ones who
Taylor
never
Swift
heard him
fans are going to
moved
be
over.
listening to Kendrick if they're listening to Taylor
And
Swift.
I don't
You
think
never know,
that's,
man. They grow up.
I don't think that's why he did it as well.
No.
I don't think that was the reason.
It's a smart. But it still benefits.
Yeah,
everyone
everybody like
involved.
working with
Sure,
each other. Like that's going to benefit you, no doubt, because like some fans that Aussie artists have aren't my fans and they're fans of the other people, but then like we make similar type of music, then yeah, that's going to cross your fans over. Like that's a goal.
But it also pulls people to other genres.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if even a completely different thing is a lot of my influences of hip hop, like Gang Starr, even Jay-Z when I was young, like.
Big Jay-Z fan. He's in my top 5 if anybody
But see,
wants to know.
I was brought into them from skateboarding videos. And that's,
Yeah,
that's not
right.
per se, that's not a collab, but they infuse themselves into the culture of New York skateboarding, and that brought me to it. Same as like collabing across with even people with different genres. Look, people are going to fucking be like, that sucked.
Yeah.
There's other people going to be like,
Not bad.
and then they look into it and they go, that's mad.
I'm like, I'm loving this. You should do ASMR, bro.
ASMR. I thought cartoons like,
Hello, how you doing?
It's voiceover shit.
I should do it, right?
no, Mr. Superman.
Well, talking on those points, let's delve a little bit deeper. Tell us a bit of your process, like how you write songs.
Creating songs?
Yeah. I mean, I know, but like these people don't.
It kind of depends. Like, I think at the beginning, it's very different now to what it was. I mean, in the beginning, my process of creating was the idea of like, I need to go to the studio and like sit, and then we have to create a beat. And then when we create the beat, then I'll start writing the words or come up with the melodies. It's just not like that anymore. Now I'm just like, and I'm not ashamed to say this, I will go on YouTube and listen to a beat and be like, I'm going to write a song to this beat. And then I'll just write a song to a YouTube beat at home based on like how I'm feeling. I mean, like right now I'm feeling like that's my process. Cause like, I guess it's really hard to constantly have studio time and be in the studio making music, cause that's time and money and hours and stuff.
Yell at me all the time for that.
Yeah. And I'm very, very dramatic in the studio. So,
Facts.
so now
I hear her before I see her.
Always.
now my process has been, you know what I've also noticed, like a lot more experiences in my life have helped me to write better music. My songwriting is on a different level now to what it was 2 years ago, but that
Very
just
true.
comes with everything in your life. Like practice makes perfect. But now I just like, lately I've been writing to YouTube beats. Yep, no cap. But you know what? If they're beats that like,
Would you say no cap?
because like some people think that's weird.
Oh, never heard that term before. Is that like some
Oh no cap is like
Oh, no cap. Like,
yeah,
like pop a cap in your ass?
no.
no. Yeah.
So I feel like such a white boy right now.
like it's like no lie.
No lie.
Oh, why not just say no lie?
Because there's
Because
no
it's
cap,
no cap,
Come
bro.
on.
I'm black.
So wait.
No.
Can I use that term or is that
Definitely.
racist?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
no
racist.
cap.
Okay,
Yeah.
no cap.
So
Maybe don't throw gang signs.
yeah,
Is that Bloods? I don't know. I don't know what
I wrote recently.
Back
Like
to
the
it.
latest song that I wrote was to a YouTube beat that I found on this website. But I've reached out to the guy that made the beat, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I want to give you more credit than what this website is because I could just buy these stems off you and just go change this whole shit."
So you mean like you just search free sort of stuff?
Yeah, I just like find beats online. Like you can find like this type of beat, that type beat. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Like
it worked for Lil Nas X.
yeah,
That's it, man.
and then I just like reached out, and then he was like, "Cool, I'll give you the stems." I was like, "Bro, I'll put your name on my song, you know, like so that you can have some credit because like I wrote a dope song to your beat that you had on YouTube,
Fact.
and just came and like fully reworked it. But I'm gonna give him his credit because it was his idea,
Yeah, okay.
you know."
Yeah,
You
we
should
I'm
look
so
into
keen
the
on
story of how Lil Nas X. I already told Swire in another episode, so I don't want to say it again.
Okay.
But look into the story about how they made that song big, and that was by working with the guy who did his previous stems,
Yeah, right.
and then I don't know, maybe TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, of course, TikTok. Yeah, so
Are you
I
on
just like
TikTok?
that's my process of
yeah,
writing.
man. She got mad followers on TikTok.
Bro,
What's
okay.
your clout today?
Do you want to know?
I do.
Can we check?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll compare the pair.
But can I tell you why my TikTok? He's probably got a bigger TikTok following than me.
100%.
Don't know about that. No, if you're attractive on TikTok, you go well.
Oh, so I got heaps
imagine
of
if I was
followers.
attractive.
I've got 5,312 followers on TikTok.
Facts.
Stacey's laughing.
Yes, hell. What's yours?
30.
Oh my God. Can you put up a video of my song on your TikTok?
Bro, we'll TikTok together.
Let's do it.
We'll
I'm
collab,
here
man.
for it.
See,
I'll
all
tell
about
you how that
collab life.
happened. Do you want to know how I got?
This, look at that. 225,000 views.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you know how I got big on TikTok?
Because you're good looking.
No. I saw not
And
even
skilled,
big.
of course, and
I
skilled.
literally, when I first had posted my first TikTok video, I had like 100 followers, right? And this was like 3 weeks ago. But then my friend in LA is really big on TikTok.
Really?
Huge.
How many
like he's
people?
got maybe 1 million, over 1 million,
Damn,
couple million.
that's clout.
Maybe. Let's find out. Anyway, so
It happens, man.
he posted this video that we took on TikTok, like 4 million followers. He posted this video that we took on TikTok after he saw that I had posted my first video, because in LA he said to me, put something on your TikTok because when I post this video of us, people are going to come to your page. Anyways, so they did. And one day I literally didn't check. I was getting all these notifications. I didn't check. And then like maybe a week after he posted it, I didn't even realize he posted it. And I was like, wow, I'm getting TikTok followers. Oh my God. And every day I wake up with like 300 new followers. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, I'm getting TikTok famous. I was like, wow, I'm going to be a TikTok
weird,
star.
the endorphin, like the first time you hit something viral,
I was like,
you think this is
what?
going to be a life for the rest of your life.
I was like, this is crazy. So then 2 weeks after he'd posted the video, my niece, who's turning 7 this year, she's 6 years old, incredible on TikTok. Like she's the TikTok star. When I post TikTok videos of her, they like people look. So I posted this video and then she was like, I saw your friend posted this video of you. And I'm like, what video? I'm like,
a
who?
duet?
Yeah, it was a singing challenge.
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, NDJ, your friend. And I was like, what video? And then she was like, the singing challenge. And I was like, oh, that's why I got so many TikTok followers. I was like, damn, it wasn't me. But I was like, thanks, bro.
Do you know the weirdest thing? So this is the last thing we'll talk about TikTok, because we'll go down the TikTok rabbit hole and it's going to piss off all of Jamie's followers. They're like, bro, they're so... Anyway, the first time I got pushed, because I had TikTok reach out to me because they got like all little clans and stuff.
Yeah.
But they reached out like, hey, we want to like, work with you. I'm like, all right, mad. So that night, I'm like, it's the first time I had like an experience of a viral thing, and I had 2 videos hit 20,000 views, and like you're refreshing it, and every like 30 seconds you're getting another 100 to 200 views. And you're like, oh my god, and like the endorphin was through the roof, and like then the next day it's like, oh shit, I'm back to real life.
Yeah.
But the thing, I had a higher endorphin kick the first time I hit 20,000 views than the next time I hit 1.5 million views.
Yeah, right.
And now for me, it's like I hit 200K.
That's
I'm
what
like,
it's like. It's just like you get more and more, and then you get greedy, and you're like, this sucks.
it becomes your new norm. Like I hit 200K followers now, and like most of the time I hit like 30 to 40,000. But when I hit a 200, I'm like, cool. Like it's just like I had a Mars bar instead of a muesli bar. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Mars
Did I
bar
just offend
is
you?
so much better than muesli.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. It's like okay. It's not like I walk away just going, oh my god.
No, but you just said it's better when you have a muesli bar.
No,
instead
he
of a
said Mars
bar.
then muesli.
I said Mars as in like
I had a Mars bar instead of a muesli bar.
yeah. I stepped my life up. I feel like I really just offended Jamie.
Just making sure.
Try to say that a muesli bar is better than a Mars bar.
I never said that.
We're gonna have problems.
Look, we're talking about health or deliciousness.
I'm gonna turn into Maxine in auntie mode. Like
Oh,
I'm a throw hands.
Let him know I'm that type of auntie. I don't play.
Imagine that just a fight breaks out on Fresh and Zesty, and they're like, "What was that over?" Mars bar.
Right, honestly,
Wait, was it
man.
in the room?
I'm that
You
type
know
of
how I feel about chocolate. Like I don't have to say these things. All right, I know you have to be places.
It's okay, let's
So
Now she's vibing. She's like, you know what? Fuck my cousin.
My niece.
Oh, sorry,
niece,
niece.
come on, she's your auntie now.
It's all right. We'll go for another.
You're an
15.
auntie?
I'm an auntie to 8. Wait, is it 8?
Oh my lord.
Tiana, Lexus, Rome.
Is your family
Micah,
starting a
Isabel,
franchise or something?
Isaac, Naima.
Gee.
7.
7.
Okay,
Oh,
that's-
so you need one more to make it a franchise.
7's not quite there.
Go off, Jamie.
Look, I like asking you things about music because the way you talk about music is great.
Mm-hmm.
You really love it and you're creative about it and like you're always a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to be the next big thing?
Oh my gosh.
Like out of everything, like just Australia, not worldwide, but you hear where music is going in Australia right now. Where do you think it's going to go?
I hope R&B has a place. That's what I want. That's what I actually think now. A little bit more love. I mean, at the moment, the big thing is rap music and drill and that's the whole movement right now.
Is drill like 1/4 and like
Correct,
yeah.
And that's cool because that coming up is giving a place for R&B to come up because Australian music in general is doing well across the world right now. Like the drill and the hip hop and the rap music, like it's doing great around the whole world. So I hope that gives a stepping stone for R&B music. And I feel like I'm seeing more shows where women and men and R&B artists are doing shows and gigging and like having people.
And it's like just R&B acts.
Yeah, you know, like some artists that I really love Miss Tandy. You know, she's doing really well right now and that's awesome to see. Kite even, like incredible. So that's really building that space for R&B to like actually have its recognition in Australia like it deserves.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's coming. I think I'm going to be the next one too. So just letting you know, there's some bangers on the way.
Just gotta push it.
No cap.
That's facts.
No cap. That's when I would say no cap. You get it?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
For realsies.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like for realsies is one I reference.
Yeah.
I'm a white boy.
No, I totally second that whole bangers thing.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
I may.
That's because most of the bangers involve him.
Stop it.
You know.
But that's the thing. So, I mean, what's your plan with how... I hate that a lot of people just sort of up and go to LA or New York.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, like, I've got nothing against it. I think it's a smart move because at the moment... Well, no. Like, in fairness, that'd be the smart move because the reality is... Do you want to be like America has 12 times the population. LA alone has, I think it's greater LA, has more than the Australia population. You know, like, so that's in itself. Yeah. Like, cool. You touch 1%. That's still what, 400,000?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Like, you know, that's a tenth. That's 10% of Sydney.
Yeah.
So like, I get it, but do you have plans to like sort of at least touch something in Sydney?
Well, I mean, I think for me, I'm definitely going to do a live show this year, like of my original stuff. I haven't really done that yet in Australia. I don't know if I would tour it, but maybe Sydney, Melbourne this year.
And how would you make that unique so it's not just a
I refuse to
show
do shows without a band.
Nice. That is important.
Yeah, I'm an R&B artist, so like live music is like my whole life. Yeah. So like a lot of my music now, I mean like the last single I put out, not a lot of it was live and I mean as in live instruments. There was a guitar on it that was live, and the new songs, they're not all live, but I want them to be performed by a live band. Yeah, you know, because
there needs to be a reason why someone would pay to go see you versus listen to your song. Yeah,
I guess I just like I want to make it. I think for me, I want all of my shows to be with band. You know, I thrive and like having that with me.
What about like lighting and experience? How would you?
You know what I really loved? Have you ever seen Janae Aiko's show? She like comes out with meditation music and she like lights the whole stage with like sage and that's dope as hell.
Yeah,
so,
it's
like,
an experience.
I love that. I'm not going to do that, but.
Or if you need, Stacey all over that sort of meditation. She saged me at my wedding.
I love it. I sage my room.
Your wedding to someone else.
Yeah. No, she got my sister to sage me because I couldn't see her beforehand. Yeah. It was kind of weird, but I mean, I embrace it. But if you want that sort of stuff, I mean, I got the hookups.
Yeah, it's a vibe. I'm with it. But yeah, like that's, I guess, what I would do. I just want all my shows to be with bands. Yeah. Like I feel like some people try and do that, but then they just don't because it's like, oh, I'll just do the gig that's like
safe,
or like I'll just do the gig because it's in a rush and like I'll just do it with a DJ, but like I'm not gonna do that. You know, I guess I'm doing a show in the next few weeks on the Glass Island on the boat, and I'm considering doing that show without the band because it's the first time that people have heard my original music that I.
What if you just had a drummer who had backing tracks?
Everyone's doing that right now. Truth. It's kind of weird. I'm not trying to, you know. I mean, I want a girl drummer. I also sort of, do not steal my ideas, wanted an all-girl band.
Wait, the reality is, don't worry about people stealing ideas.
Do not, because it's on this podcast.
Most people don't do what they want to do.
Yeah. Well, I would like to do an all-girl band. It was a thought for a while, but I don't know. I'm still seeing how I feel with that.
Oh, hey, man. Oh, come on in.
Hey, Dan.
He's actually...
No, you're good.
Bro.
No.
Nah, man.
Not at all.
Hey, come in. Look, we'll just turn the camera on you. That's Danny, everyone. He's a good-looking man.
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
Oh, yeah, bro. There's like shit goes wrong. We're fine, man. Plus, now everyone knows how good-looking you are. If anyone wants Danny to record stuff...
Yeah. What else were we talking about?
Girl
before I said
band.
that? Oh, girl band. Yeah, like that would be cool.
Oh, that'd be hectic.
Yeah, it would be, would
That'd
it?
be
It's
fun.
really hard to find that though.
Yeah, but I think you can find it.
Yeah.
It's fine, like juggling different egos. That's what's gonna be your hardest thing. Like, I mean,
But
I'm
yes and
open
no
to-
though, because you like it's not going to be. I mean, they may be. And that's purely up to you and your creative process. But they're not
why is the camera just on
necessarily
me?
going to be, like they're not going to be creating with you. You know what I mean? They're going to be with you when you perform.
Yeah,
And I think that'll be the difference.
and I'm definitely open to them creating the show the way they want it to be too. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of these shows are like you create them when you're in the studio together rehearsing, and then that's how you make the segues and you know how
100%.
everything leads to each other. Like,
I meant
that's
more like the music. Like
yeah, exactly. The music isn't. That part's not up to them. But you know, being a part of the band and like having their input and how they want the structure to be of the show. Like, I'm down.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm down. I'm open to that. Any females that want to work with me, slide in my DMs, baby Max Champ. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the hardest part. Like you see with all of them. Like, I mean, there's always this. The only band where I feel like, and this is in terms of collaboration, that hasn't, at least you haven't seen the problems, has been Linkin Park. You know, like there's always something, because you got different opinions, and that's the beauty of a band.
You have that with anything though.
Exactly. Any
In
collaboration.
Any workplace.
But it's like it's hard. Like I feel like
I feel like it's hard to find passionate people that are like willing to give their time and sacrifice and put their passion into it the same way that you do. And I guess that's what throws me off all the time, is that like I'm so passionate about what I do in my music that having people be a part of it that aren't as passionate as me or don't believe in the vision as much as I do, that's hard to like let people in, because I'm like, I don't want you to like just tarnish what I have for myself. And
that's why you can do what Nine
what
Inch
I'm
Nails
building.
did. 9 Inch Nails, the band you haven't heard of. He was the same thing. Trent Reznor loved the idea of a band, but it was just too hard.
Yeah.
So he, same as what Tame Impala does.
yeah.
You think it's a band, so he'd always perform with live people, but it's his project.
Yeah, right.
And that seems to be a very popular thing too now, because you can be the captain and then, you know, you let everyone come on board.
100%.
They do what you need to do, and then awesome, thank you.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do have a segue. You tried to kill us the other day.
Wait, how?
You did.
How?
Jamie knows exactly what I'm talking about too.
I do.
I'm a little bit disappointed in you, Maxine.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard folklore stories about your driving skills. Just
This
pay
is
attention to this.
so dramatic.
This is not a working.
I am not an unsafe driver.
Look, the reviews don't.
So many people are going to be like,
look,
yes, she is.
If
Yeah,
you were on,
100%.
if you were on Google, your reviews would not be 5-star. Let's just put it that way. So
You've exposed me to the whole world.
I'll put it this way: I've driven you with you once for about 8 minutes.
When did we even get almost in an act? Oh, you talking about when we went to the stop sign? Is that what you're talking about? Or we were trying to go right or something? And then
Yes. So
I
for
remember
anyone who
when it
wasn't-
happened exactly.
Yeah. So so do I.
It was a fault.
Okay. So look, I've driven with you 8 times. Sorry, 8 minutes. eight times. I don't think I'd make that.
Oh,
We're
come
on an
on.
intersection, first intersection just down there, and Maxine's on a mobile phone. Her mobile
I was
phone-
not. Do not put this on the video.
She was on her mobile
I was
phone.
not. Was I changing the song?
Yeah, let's just go with that. And so she's looking down. She's about to start turning right. For anyone who drives on the left side, the other side of the road of us, that's a left-hand turn, so across another lane. I see a car coming down the road. He's right of way. And I don't want to be the passenger driver in this.
This is
No,
bullshit.
No, it's not. Jamie will back this up. I'm trying to not be that you know those passenger drivers who are like, they're hitting the fucking brakes and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And you're like, dude, shut the
And
fuck
you did
up.
not even do that.
That's the thing. Because I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. She's surely seen this big black truck coming at my car / your car. And I'm there going, fuck, in my head.
I've
Then
been
all of a sudden,
exposed.
what makes this worse though? What makes this worse? We pull out. Maxine,
Here we go.
she's known to have a little bit of an anger problem.
Here we go.
A little bit.
ASMR.
Yeah, a little bit of an anger problem. So as we pull out, she then realizes that this guy's in the wrong. He's in the middle of the fucking road.
Did I beep or something?
Fucking asshole! I'm like, oh my god, he is not at fault, and I'm there going, what a funny situation. Fuck, and we made it safely. But that's my beef with you, Maxine. I love you, but I'm never driving with you again.
You expose me to the whole world for being an unsafe driver sometimes.
Look,
if Danny could come back in, he could probably confirm it too.
All I have to say about that situation was it was so difficult to get into your Jeep. Oh my god!
The Jeep
to get into the back seat of the Jeep when they don't have 4 doors.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I have the funniest video of my niece trying to get in the Jeep on Friday. It was, bro, she was stuck and it was so funny. I'll show you after this. She was like trying to wiggle around, her legs were like folded up like this. It was so bad.
They're just such cool cars.
They're not cool. They're the fuel's too expensive.
Dang,
they always break down. Just do not get a Jeep if you're considering it.
I was going to get a 5-door orange Jeep.
Oh my gosh. Was it manual? I bet you it was manual.
Fucking A.
Oh, how did I know?
Because I like to drive.
Nah, no way. Absolutely not.
What are you going to do?
100%.
A Jeep sucks auto. Imagine how much it would suck manual.
No. Because cars suck auto.
No, they don't.
They do. You become a hemiplegic. Like your left side is just dead, and you're like, I think I'm driving right now. And you're like, that's why you text, because you got nothing to do with your left hand. Maybe you'd be a safer driver if you had a manual car. Think about it.
On to the next question, please.
I have another statement, but we'll come back to that one later. Sorry, guys. I was just caught up in flashbacks. How did you come about to your current sound?
Experimentation.
It's a great question.
If you guys hear some of the music that we made a long time ago, you'd be like, oh my God, she was so boring. And now, you know what? I feel like...
What do they say now?
Listen to this fire ass girl. She's flames coming out of her head. Bruh. Now it's just like so much cooler. It's just like... Sometimes I have this problem where like I sing every word so perfectly and it's just like so boring. But now I'm just like a bit more wavy with it. And I think I just came about my sound kind of like really finding the music that I really love and just kind of, like finding how I can fit my world into like this cloud of stuff that I love. Yeah, just you know what else? Live gigging, like performing live and doing shows live has made me a much better recording artist because I know what I'm like live and what people like live, and just being able to like, I guess some of the shows that I do and the songs that I sing live aren't really the music that I make, but my voice, I know how it can fit into my world from being on stage all the time and cool. Seeing what people like and about.
Do you sort of gauge as well the people, like what's their reaction if they're like, oh, mad.
Oh my God, yes.
And then you're like, all right.
Do that again.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What happens if
it's made me a much better artist.
Yeah, mad.
Definitely. No cap. Like it's my favorite place.
I just think a cappuccino when she says that. I'm like, would you want a latte?
I really love being in the studio making music, but I really love being on stage, like more than anything ever. Yeah. That's definitely like my safe space.
Seems to be a common thing, like artists.
Is it? I don't know, because I have a friend that she's like, I hate performing live, but I really love being in the studio.
Everyone with us so far has been.
Yeah, it's been 3 from 3
on
so
stage.
Far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Jamie. Jamie loves in the studio. It's it. He's good in it, that's why.
He's great. This is his home, like,
This is actually my home.
I think you are actually here. Like the amount of times I like
I'm here more than I am at home. 100%.
I'll go to text him like, hey man, I'll be over here at 9 a.m. He's like, can we postpone that, bro? I got home at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah. That's just how it is, like we live those nocturnal lives. My life is nocturnal 24/7, even when I'm not in the studio till 6 o'clock.
Even during the day?
Yeah.
Especially during the
day. No, like, I mean, now I've been trying to be like super productive and be up, but then like I'm up for like 20 hours and I was like, okay, I need to sleep like longer tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the whole like 3 a.m. lifestyle is like, that's my life. So when people are like, are you up at 5 o'clock in the morning? I'm like, no, I'm not up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I went to sleep at 3.
I find though, like, it's funny. There's something about nighttime, particularly those early hours of the morning, like when I was really writing a lot, 10 p.m. till 12, just shit.
Really?
And then all of a sudden, 12 hits, and you're like,
it's probably not because it's 12. It's probably because you've been doing it for 2 hours, and then you're like, wow,
probably,
I'm so much better now.
I'm enlightened.
Yeah, that's why. Definitely.
Yeah,
you know?
fair. Yeah. Are you open to like? Do you reckon you'll change?
And do day sessions more? And I mean, I'm doing that now. Well, I've been doing a lot more day sessions now, but it's just that like when I go home, my day's not over. Yeah. So like there's more things that I have to do, whether it's like do some emails or like I find, I don't know if anybody else finds this, but like I might write like a really dope song and be in the studio, and then I'm driving home and then I write another dope song and then I'm like, well, I have to finish this one that I started.
Is that because you're on your phone while driving?
No, it's because I just get so creative in my car.
Oh my God.
I'm seeing a common motif to this.
Nah, just get like super creative in my car, you know? So like then I write really good music in my car.
It's true. Like the car is just like the shower.
I spend so much time in the damn car. So
yeah, I'm in the shower. But no, it's true. It's true. Like the amount of times, and it is bad because you'll be driving and it's just like got an idea.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I shouldn't get on my phone.
Yeah.
And I don't.
See? What now there's just not just me. I'm not on my own in this bullshit.
I just said I don't.
Like, shut up. I'm criminalizing him right now.
Well, not with like, you got to be careful actually right now because they got cameras now. $350.
I'm careful. Trust me, I'm careful.
300, what? As in scoping where the cameras are?
No, I don't know where they are. I've been trying to look.
It's
like
5 points.
Is that a camera?
It's a 5-point deduction now. Like,
I'm not going to put myself at risk,
$350.
guys. I just have to find a good playlist and then press play or a really good podcast.
Or use Siri. Siri's
well, you found
Siri
one. You found the number one in
I know.
Australia.
This is it. Fresh and zesty, baby.
It's good. Shit. I think we've covered a lot.
I think we're good.
Do you have any more music questions? I like answering them.
No, we're gonna leave that for
now. Oh, bloody hell.
Well, you just have to well, I don't want...
Yeah,
you're already late to taking your niece.
I'm late.
Yeah.
We've got 5 more minutes. Go 5. Go.
5 more minutes.
I'll give you 5 more minutes.
All right. I like how it was 15 minutes, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, 100%. No. Okay, so another music-related question. Your favourite studio in Sydney, apart from mine, obviously.
This is the only one.
No.
It will be Bodega Collective Studios very soon.
100%.
Once that's up and running properly.
I'm very excited for that.
I know. It looks amazing.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah.
You haven't shown me pictures.
I'll show you heaps of photos later, right after this. It looks incredible.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Yeah, the studios are amazing, and I'm really proud of that project that they built from the ground up.
Definitely. And
I got a question.
Go.
So Jamie, obviously Chunky, is it okay if I call you Jamie? I've just known you.
I know. We just exposed your real name on.
Yeah, sorry about that,
man, everybody.
It's just funny because like
everybody's too scared to introduce.
Do people
me as
call you
Chunky.
Chunky?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably because I get this because whenever I say I was at Chunkyluv Studios, they're like Chunkyluv. I'm like, yeah, my mate. They go, it's a bit rude.
Yeah, 100%. People are worried to call me that.
I have a friend in LA that called you Chubby Beats.
Yeah, that's great.
Chubby Beats.
Yeah.
He was
That's
like, you know
amazing.
that guy that you work with? Like, I really love your relationship. Chubby Beats. And I was like, that's his name now.
Yeah.
It's my
You are
name.
forever chubby.
Yeah.
In high school, it was Chubbs Musket. So
Chubbs
Yeah.
Musket.
But isn't that funny though? Like where people decide what's mean. You know, like rather than
haters.
Yeah, like you know, something like this is what I want to be called, or you know, I can make a joke at your expense, for example, and then people will get offended for you,
And I won't get offended.
and you're not offended. They're like, no, but you're perpetrating and the ongoing
There's a whole
repression.
society. This is the thing about, I don't know if you guys know, I mean, not now, but there's like always problems with like white girls wearing braids and they're like, oh my God, it's appropriation.
That
I'm
what
like,
I don't
get over
get.
it's a hairstyle.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm black and like, I get it, but then like black people are not going to make things better by just attacking white people. You know what I mean? Like that's just, that's my feelings on that situation.
Yeah, it is a weird time to be alive. Like,
It's so
where
weird.
people
Everything's like
people get
reviewing
offended on
everything
your-
and like everything's being judged and like you have to like, oh, you caught an Uber? Let's rate the Uber driver. Like there's just everything is like being reviewed and rated critic and there's critics about everything.
Well,
that
not
you
only
do.
that, this podcast in 5 years' time could be pulled up and someone goes, oh, they said that in this thing. Oh, they are for killing people. Like, what the fuck did you get that from?
Yeah.
Like, it is kind of
It's
weird with the
just
internet
a
where,
society.
like it is scary. Then it's like, all right, job interviews in 20 years time, like, oh, you said this when you were 10 years old.
That's definitely going to be a thing.
Fuck?
Apparently TikTok is owned by like a Chinese company and then they watch it is, right?
Yeah, it is.
So then they like watch everything that you do and anything that you put online and any videos and where they catch you and like they can like they've got like a rating system with like I don't. Did you know
I've
this
had
part?
3 videos taken down.
No, apparently it's like in China there's like a rating system of like if you can get a loan, if you can get a house, if you can get like all those things, and then they rate you by like the videos, like they can rate you by everything that's online on the internet.
Yeah,
of you,
so
like
if
the
you
videos you've posted, what you've talked about.
Yeah,
bro, that's messed up.
It's in Black Mirror. There's an episode of Black Mirror like that where it's pretty much your societal stance. Like you know how like Instagram you have likes and followers or whatever. That thing floats around with you.
Yes.
And if you
it's like a cloud for you.
If you date a certain person, your status goes down or up depending on them. And it's like, so, but that's the funny thing. People watch and they go, oh my God, I'd never let that happen. But in China, they're fucking doing that. And like, look at this. China bought TikTok, massive. Now the rest of Australia's doing it. China invented coronavirus. Now everyone's scared to buy like toilet paper. They affect the fucking world. So
definitely.
This is the thing. It's like, so I heard about it as well. If you live in certain areas of China, it affects your ability to fly on planes. So if you live close, if you're a male in a certain age group, don't quote me exactly this, if you're a male in a certain age group on the border of one of the countries that China borders with, you are not allowed to fly because you're a high terrorist risk.
Really?
Shit like that.
So
just on where you are living.
Oh my God.
You're not allowed rights that someone else in like Shanghai has.
That's nuts.
And it's getting worse. Because
that's what this world's coming to because of how we use our phones and like
it's insane.
Bro, I don't need to take anything out with me. All I take is my phone. It's got my license on it, my card on it, my
all being
whole
tracked.
Everything is just on my phone.
But you know the funny thing is, you know, when you see people on Facebook and
I
they're
love
like,
it, but it's messed up.
Well, the thing is, people would rather give up their rights for convenience. Yeah, that's the blatant reality of it. But the thing is, it's funny is like when people go, what is it? They post on their Facebook status, I do not give the right to Zuckerberg to do this, blah, blah, blah. And by posting this, it revokes his blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you ticked yes to the terms and conditions, dickheads.
Yeah.
Your post doesn't undo that shit.
Yeah.
Like, just people don't get it. And I'm like,
100%.
if you don't want it.
The 21st century.
Man, imagine the next 10 years.
I know. I actually have thought about like, would I bring kids into this world? I mean, I want to. And I'll make an incredible mother, no cap. But would I? Like, my kids are going to like, in 10 years, they're going to be like, we're going to put chips in your brains and.
That's an interesting topic in itself. It'll happen because all it is fear is a motivator. So if you want to sell some songs, put some fear shit in that. Don't. But that's where they feel like, you know, the best motivator is fear. So if you want to sell toilet paper, sell fear of coronavirus. But if you want to do like, so again, funny. The thing with the chips, all they're going to do is they'll say there'll be enough abductions of pretty little white girls, scare enough white rich people.
Or black girls.
The media are racist. I think that it's horrible. I'm saying the media are racist. And it'll affect enough annoying rich white people that are privileged. And then all of a sudden they will end up going, shit, and they'll get, would you rather know exactly where your daughter is? So if they get kidnapped, you can find them. Imagine. And then we'll be like,
I hope
yes,
I'm so stupid by that
step.
point, like how my parents are on their phones. And then I'm like, don't worry about it. You know how like your parents like really dumb on their phone. They're like, how do I send this text message on the iPhone? You're like, it's the touchscreen phone. How do you not figure that out? Hopefully by that time.
Press that thing.
I'll be so stupid that I'll be like, no chips because what if I get itchy and then I scratch it out by accident?
The way they'll do it is you will not only want it, you will demand to have it. Like your phone. If they took away phone, like they're like, oh, you can't, it's a security risk. You'd be like, no, it's my right to have an iPhone. You're like, all right, cool, man. Like, because everyone has the right to not have an iPhone and use a Nokia 21 brick, but they don't because they like convenience.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? Plus, you can play music on it.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah. Can we come back to the purple cow question?
Yeah. Next episode when
Next
you're in
episode when I'm in.
Because you'll be in again for sure.
Oh, definitely. 100%. I hope it's like in a week's time because this is so fun.
Well, you're already half an hour late to pick up your niece.
I'm half an hour late.
She's like, we have to be done, guys, by 2:30. It's currently 3 p.m.
I suck as an auntie.
Fresh
with time. I suck with time. Everything else I rock at.
Look, if you just say, look, I was on the number one podcast in Australia, guys. I couldn't give up this opportunity. They'd be like, yeah, well, shit.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
You're right. You're right. These are my guys.
my question, what we asked probably about 12 minutes ago, that I forgot we didn't answer. Why do you keep coming back to Jamie?
Oh my gosh. Because he's the best producer in the whole of Australia.
Why? It's like a 12-year-old. Why?
Oh, no. I can tell you why. Jamie's been with me on this music thing since the beginning. Like since the covers. That's how long Jamie's been with me. And we do not do covers anymore.
We did do covers, didn't
we? Did though. We did covers. Like he has allowed me to grow and not rushed my growth experience. And that's one thing I'm so grateful for, because like that took a lot of time, even for me to be able to write a song in front of him. That's okay. Turn that off. No, I'm kidding.
It was just a reminder to lean in with emotion.
He's allowed me to grow at my pace and been there for the whole journey. He's also like so incredible creatively to just like, I can literally just tell Jamie, this is what I'm thinking, and then he'll just like make it appear out of thin air.
That is true. Like,
you're
like, a
seriously,
fucking wizard.
He's a wizard.
It's the beard.
Yeah, and you know what else? Like, I feel privileged to be on this journey with Jamie, because like I've seen him grow from like
facts
this type of producer to like one of the most versatile producers in the game.
Because were you with him when he was producing out of his bedroom?
No.
Oh, yes, I win.
Damn it.
I
really
win something. Yeah, baby.
Get out.
My ex-girlfriend. So I was like getting into music, and I went to Studio 301. Like one song ended up costing me like $2.5, $3 grand, and I was like, that's not sustainable.
Absolutely.
And I was like, oh yeah,
not without a little gig salary.
What do you mean? You're making bank now with $400 in a couple of hours.
No, I'm kidding, guys. Just don't expose my whole salary. Very close to this
She makes $400 a day.
Nah, that's right, I do.
But yeah, so no, because that's the thing. Like when I had my now ex-girlfriend, I was just like, do you know anyone? I don't know why I asked her of all people. And she's like, oh yeah, my friend Jamie, he's really into it. I'm like, all right, Matt. I'm like, let's meet him. And he's like, yeah, man. And then I was fucking shit. You know what? You know when you think you're good, but in your peripherals you can see him just fucking cringing, and he's like, and you're like, I really hope I get better.
I really hope you let me come back again.
Yeah, but no, like so.
No, I've been with him for that process. Just like even in the I think it's how long have we known each other? We spoke about this the other day. 3 years.
Yeah.
So since St. Leonard's?
3 years, like 3.5 years. Yeah, that's how long. And like just seeing Jamie evolve as a producer has been incredible too. And like him get the recognition he deserves working with people now that, you know, definitely at an elevated level in this country, and get those, you know, those credits as that guy that did that.
Thanks, man.
And yeah, he plays guitar and bass and keys.
Ukulele.
Find someone that can do that all in one session, and like
he does it simultaneously as well. Like he has 7 hands all of a sudden. Yeah. And he just plays all these instruments at once.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
And he's patient, and like, you know what, he's honest. Like he's really honest, like with what he likes and what he doesn't like. Sometimes I'm like, tell me the truth, Jamie, do you hate it? And then he's like, no, I just don't love it. Like, I you know what? We always have this issue when like we're recording sometimes, and I'm not going to lie. Let's talk about this vape session. I wrote this really good song at home.
Oh, I think I know this song.
So good. Very good.
I
love it. And we're in the studio recording, and my friend bought in a vape pen and had weed in it, and I had a puff or two. And then we went to record, and I was full of anxiety when I wrote this song. And so like when we recorded the demo, like it was so emotional, and I was crying, and I was like, whoa. Anyways, and it was incredible. And then we went to go record, and the emotion was just gone because the anxiety was gone because the weed took all the anxiety away. So like it was just like we got up to like the 30th take of one fucking line, and he was like, yeah, again. And I was like, is it shit? And then he was like, it's just not the same. You know, and he's just so honest. Like, and then we had to go have a break. We had a break, and then we went and like had some food, and then I was like, okay. And we came back, and we finally got the right take. But he's just so honest. You
secured it with the munchies.
It never ever takes me 30 takes to do stuff, like ever.
Well, you're good.
I'm good in like 10, and that's options. You know what I mean? So like on the 30th take, I was like, there must be something wrong here.
Do you find sometimes they're like, I can't, like, sometimes he's just like a stone cold killer when he's producing. I'll be like doing it, and he's just like, it's good.
He is. It's hard, but you have to like just you know how to get to him. Like it took me 30 times to be like, can you just be honest? Because like I'm starting to realize that it's obviously not as good as it was before.
Yeah, he's very honest, and that's why it's like working with him is awesome because it's like, you know, again, but he'll also like tweak your vocals verbally, as in like, hey, try this, try that.
Oh yeah.
Whereas most people are like, eh. And like,
and there's, you know what? I definitely see there's a difference between like being a beat maker and being a producer.
Oh, 100%.
And I have come across a lot of people that are just like, yeah, let's just make this beat and like have no input at all whatsoever. And then want production credits. And I'm like, bro, no, I'm not giving you production credits. All you did was make the beat. Like, if you want to produce, like, that's different. Because, like, I would, on tracks, like, that I make, consider myself a producer because, like, I have a lot of creative input on, like, how I want things to go or sound or, you know what I mean? Like, so I would consider myself, like, being a producer as well because that's a part of production. But Jamie is a producer. Like, he's not someone that's going to come to the table and make you a beat and be like, cool, yeah, let's just record it. And like, he'll tell you if it's not good. He'll tell you what he thinks. He'll tell you how to change things. He'll add his flavor. And like, you know, yeah, that's what producers are meant to do.
100%.
Yeah, no cap. He's like one of the best producers in Australia.
I appreciate that. No cap.
You know how much I
really
love you,
hate cappuccinos.
I don't even have to say it.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I think
don't sleep on Chunkyluv, guys.
Yeah. No naps during the middle of the day. But cool.
Yeah,
That's
I reckon we let you go pick up your niece.
Shit, yeah. Could we just press a button or two? I feel we haven't since like just whatever button. Zesty. Oh, best choice.
Press them all. I want to hear all of them now.
That's
I can do that. Crickets.
Shit
That's
jokes.
crickets.
See, I don't know. I hear seagulls and like chips, like
definitely.
fish and chips
it's
on the
crickets.
water.
That's crickets, bro.
That's ocean in the background.
Nah.
That's when I say jokes. That's also when I say jokes.
That's when I say jokes.
Eerie. And we've come to the end of the episode.
Hold on. Let's do that and just let's make it romantic. One and just like look surprised. Like 3, 2.
Fabulous.
All right, so Maxine, where can we find you on the socials?
On my Instagram is @MaxChamp. My TikTok is also @MaxChamp, but my artist name is just Maxine. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, anything else I can say. It's just @Maxine, and you'll be able to find my single there and new music coming for 2020. But yeah, Instagram, TikTok. I don't really use Facebook, and I probably should, but I can't be bothered, so I'm not going to until I need to.
Facebook's good because of the share button. That one button is mad, but it's hard to get your...
Yeah, just
Facebook crushes. If you have a business page, they
go to
will
my
crush
Instagram.
your visibility.
There's not a lot of stuff on my Facebook. I'll make it better eventually. Just like right now, I'm just focused on making music, so just like give me some time to fix that.
He has insane traction on his Facebook page. I changed
imagine.
his...
Because it's all friends, man.
I don't know, but I have my friends on there and like, cool dickhead. Like, I changed his profile pic like 2 weeks ago. It had like 90 likes or interactions with it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how?
I love it. Remember when Facebook used to be like the thing, and then like it'd be like, oh my God, 300 people posted on my wall for my birthday, or like I got 300 likes on my photo on Facebook. Like that was so cool.
That
was so cool.
It's only people that
not anymore.
They only message you on your birthday, like, hey, happy birthday. I'm like,
100%.
I like it. Like, thank you for the, but fuck off.
Who cares? I just want to show love. Birthdays are like, feel love. Here you go. Feel some artificial love, real love. Who cares?
That's why I got
any
on TikTok
love. I'm
for
like,
the
I'll
views.
take the love, baby. Send it my way. I'm full of love. So,
all right, cool. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Thank you for listening. Take it
Fresh
easy.
and zesty, baby.
Bye.
Hey.